Welcome to another RES Wave update. Today we're looking at WTI crude oil and we have to ask ourselves some questions. Now, if you're familiar with this chart, that means you have seen the oil video on the Bullish Series. And if you haven't seen that, check out the website, reswave.com. Why do I say that? Because this is RES Wave. I am RES Wave. I created it. I follow the patterns. And I have a very particular way of looking at markets, probably one of the most unique ways of looking at them. So when it comes to patterns can be distorted in many ways, but once you learn RES wave, you start to understand exactly what those patterns mean. So this is in line with what's happening with the US dollar, and you have to always look at the bigger picture. What is suddenly going on at the moment with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict? Is it a coincidence? Come on, is it a coincidence? Nothing is what it seems. Everything is orchestrated. New World Order, the Great Reset, corporate agendas, and the Fed is reassuring the market that everything is just fine. Okay? The monetary policy is in a good place. So this is part of the reason why the market keeps rallying, and you know what my thoughts are on that. You know where we're heading. We are heading towards the top, but this is a different view. This is the commodities view. This is the US oil view, which is it's basically in line with exactly what the US dollar is doing. If you haven't seen the US dollar video, I suggest you check it out. I'm sure you can find it on my platforms that I post on. Let's be real. The president is a puppet. This is a show. It's not by accident. There is a deeper agenda going on here. Just look back through history. If you need to learn more about how these things work, look up Martin Armstrong. Watch the documentary The Forecaster. Trust me, it'll open your eyes. Now, the dollar is a dying asset, so we can't assume that it's going to die right now because there is one move left, okay, and that's going to cause the next big crash. Exactly what happened in 2008 for A, we're going to see the same thing happen for wave C. Once we hit the target, the end of wave B to complete wave E. Now we had an interesting wave A, a really insane wave B, and CDE pattern. I've spoken about this many times before, and that completes a zigzag. So what comes after that? Well, I'm pretty sure that the rest of this is going to be expanded to the upside, but it's definitely going to start with a massive reaction to the upside. So in this particular forecast, you can see quite clearly that something big is going to happen soon, and it's going to send oil into negative territory worse than what happened in, I believe it was April 2020, right? So I'm basically giving you the information before it happens because I can do that using RES Wave. You have sources like Gregory Mannarino, who keeps you updated quite frequently. You have people like Martin Armstrong, who can give you the reasons why. If you learn Martin Armstrong's story, seriously, it'll blow your mind. This man is a treasure to the financial world. So we haven't got much left to go in this. Sorry, let me just go back for a second. I did actually have yeah, here we go. My target for the top of this E wave is $77.22. Okay, so I do remember actually getting us long here, but during the way I had a bit of a confusion. That was during a time where I spent like a month or two reevaluating a whole bunch of stuff, and that's when I came out with the Bullish Series. I rebooted my whole idea on how the markets operate, and it's not Arias Wave that had me confused. It was just basically my biases. It was directional bias. I had a lot of directional bias. But then as soon as I cleared that up, went through some psychological treatments of my own, which involved clearing my mind of biases, basically. Looking at cryptos. Cryptos was one of the biggest factors in why I changed my biases and basically became bullish across the board. But before we can become fully bullish, we need to understand the corrective patterns that happen before you can become fully bullish. So we are in a bullish market across the board, including oil, but there is one more move that's going to happen as I've just illustrated. So something big is coming in 2022, and I believe it'll start earlier than that. I do believe that it may even start around August, September. Where it ends, I don't know. It could end around 2022, but I don't want to try and go too far into that sort of prediction because people tend to hold it against you. So yeah, there is a lot of different factors that are causing these things, and to all those people out there that want to question logarithmic charts versus non-logarithmic charts, well, this is an example of where you don't use a log chart. Okay, so I suppose it comes with experience, and obviously, if you learn the waves, you learn to see how it operates. So the clearer the waves appear, you make your conclusions, right? For example, if I took away log scale, I mean, seriously, I mean, this particular chart, it's not possible, right? So you have to know what you're looking at, how to look at it, and how to make your assumptions. Okay, so we're almost there. Same thing with the US dollar. We're almost at the bottom of the US dollar. We're almost at the top of the B wave of oil. And in reverse, we're almost at the bottom of the B wave of the US dollar. So it's in reverse. Okay. Now you can look at it however you want to look at it, and I believe that Arias Wave provides you the best possible analysis tool to figure out exactly what's going on and will prepare you for all these kinds of moves. So this is a long-term move. Therefore, this will only complete wave A. Now, because it's a bull market and we have the kind of lovely Fed stimulus and agendas that tend to expand corrections to the upside due to all that money supply, I can expect that once we hit that bottom, this thing is going to the moon. Okay. It's the same thing with the cryptos. It's the same thing with the Dow Jones, but there's going to be one big shock coming after we see the the end of this move up, whether it be cryptos, whether it be the euro, basically anything at all, stock market. Okay. I've already given you the target. Keep an eye on it. It's going to be significant. I'm just trying to give you a heads up here. I'm not giving you long trade ideas. I'm basically giving you clues as to how RES wave works and how you can use it to your advantage. So I have a lot of new members who basically I am seeking out very loyal followers, but what I've realized is the people who are interested in RES wave, they also have a lot of other knowledge which they share with me, which basically is a contributing factor to my goal. I'm trying to manifest a community where we're all in tune, we're all on the same wavelength, but we can contribute in different ways to each other to basically help each other out and form the bigger picture as to what's going on, and we will feed off each other's knowledge. And once we do that, basically RES wave will be unstoppable. So you can either be an early adopter or you can be one of those people who later have to really try really hard to get into this, because it's not going to be easy once I form a team of people who I will consult with in order to allow other people to join. So at the moment, I'm on the hunt to find those people. So far, I've found a few, but we're not quite there yet. So if you look at the Bullish Series on the RES Wave website, you can see how all this stuff links together. But at the same time, like I said to you, what's going on in the world right now with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict? Is it by chance that it's happening at a turning point in time that is right before we have a major correction in every single market? Well, I'm going to leave that up to you to decide if it's coincidence. Okay. And I think that's the best way to end this video. I've given you every possible piece of an analysis that I can give you using RES Wave, and the only thing for you to do is to actually learn it and become part of the community. So hopefully this helps you with your trading view, analysis and targets, projections, and basically, like, I cannot add more to that. Like, I'm trying to think of other things to say, but I think that covers it all. So hopefully you found this video interesting and informative. Thank you for watching.